I'd like to thank Pastor Gandhi and the leadership of Jesus House for allocating time for me to speak to you this morning. My family and I used to worship here many years ago, and we still consider ourselves members of Jesus House. I'm here with my youngest daughter, Idara. Idara, stand up and say hello. And you all know my brother Hank and his family. And my husband Philip and our two oldest daughters send their greetings from Alpharetta, Georgia, where we now live. I'm here today to introduce you to Jambalaya. Jambalaya is a character I created 12 years ago when Idara was born. Jambalaya is a symbol of boldness, beauty, confidence, and courage that the African girl and African woman has carried for centuries. She's loved by her mother, trusted by her father, and celebrated in her family. However, she soon leaves her family and gets in contact with the world. And she hears words that tell her that something is missing, that somehow, in some way, she's not exactly good enough the way she is. So this jolts her world and sets her off on a journey of self-transformation, which leads to her self-awareness, self-preservation, and eventually self-love. I will share a small excerpt from the book that tracks when this journey started for her. So this is the cover.
Tweet about Christ's resurrection in general and let the people know about the good news.
That's okay. Papa really thinks I'm special. That's why he named me Jambalaya, which means the pride of the land. My papa lets me sit with him when the elders gather to make plans for the village. Sometimes they forget I'm there and talk about important grown-up things. Like today, they were telling Papa they wanted to make him the king of our land. But they said he needed a boy to help take care of the land when he was no longer there. What did they mean? Where was Papa going? And why couldn't I help take care of the land? Those of you who have children, and especially daughters between the ages of 5 and 15, or maybe older, are probably nodding in confirmation because this is an all too familiar journey. In book 1 of Jambalaya, the identity crisis is one of gender. But in the lives of our children, the crisis manifests itself through issues of race, skin color, hair, height, weight, socioeconomic status, academic performance. The list goes on. Jambalaya was published by Remarkable Publishing, a company that was established by my brother Hank, for the purpose of empowering African writers to tell their story. In telling the story of Jambalaya, our prayer is that you and your children find inspiration in the images and characters that you find in the pages of this book. We hope that Jambalaya becomes a point of reference and a conversation for you as you remind your children, both boys and girls alike, who they are and whom they belong to. Thank you for listening. We have copies of the book for sale outside, and I'll be happy to sign. God bless you.
Amen.